I can remember, I had my hat on backwards. I was always a tomboy, right?
Hmm.
And my dad was always really mad about that. He wanted me to be girly, and it just wasn't me.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, he blew his lid, freaked out, like grabbed me, dragged me up the stairs, went into my bedroom, like kicked out the screens, took everything that I owned in my bedroom, like the sheets, blankets, clothes, pictures, CDs, everything. Threw it all out, dragged me back down the stairs, grabbed a gas can, poured gas over everything, made me light it on fire, like shoving my face in the fire, burned my eyelashes and eyebrows off, like, watch your shit burn. Because I had a backwards hat on. It was like,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. That paints the picture.
Yeah.
So at
But we're
14,
close now, so.
yeah, and that's why I wanted to state that, like, there's, I think a lot of our parents, and I want to speak for a lot of our generation with boomer parents,
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot to unpack
Mm.
because it was way different times. We are now, obviously, you being a mom, and you were a young mom at 20,
Mm.
and even at 20 years old and a mom, you're so immature at things like because the wife and I
Oh, I
talk about
grew
like
up with my son. Like I was a baby. I was 20, but I was a baby raising a baby. Yeah.
100%, and you have no, I don't want to say life experience at this
Mm-hmm.
point, but we're young, and so
Mm-hmm.
then as we mature and we grow, and our parents are doing a lot of the same thing. I think a lot of our parents' generation are realizing they did their best, but it was just it was a lot of that reflection
Yeah.
from our grandparents, and
Exactly.
so
And you
I
can see
don't.
each generation gets like softer.
100%, and I feel that's where we're at now as our generation. We're finding that happy medium of, like us, we run our house with I'm not, when I say an iron fist, it's not like I'm beating my kids and yelling at them,
Mm-hmm.
but
I
rules are
get it.
rules, but
Yeah.
there's a
Structure.
lot, there's structure.
Yeah.
And then, but there's a lot of lenience, and I'm, cool. Like, I want them to have the freedom. I want them to be able to discover and figure
Mm-hmm.
things out before they're out of the house. So
Yeah.